Canada, a nation richly endowed with natural resources, stands at a pivotal crossroads. With its vast landscapes and abundant reserves, the country has long been a powerhouse in the global energy market. For decades, the United States has been Canada's primary energy customer, particularly for its vast oil reserves. This relationship has been mutually beneficial, fostering economic growth and energy security for both nations. However, the winds of change are blowing, compelling Canada to chart a new course in its energy trade. The global energy landscape is evolving with increasing emphasis on sustainability and renewable energy sources. This shift has seen Canada increasingly turning its attention towards the European Union and Asia as lucrative and strategically important markets for its oil exports. These regions offer new opportunities and challenges, requiring Canada to adapt and innovate. This essay will examine the factors driving this significant shift and its implications for Canada, the EU, Asia, and the global energy landscape. We will explore the economic, political, and environmental considerations that are shaping Canada's new energy strategy. Canada's decision to diversify its energy partnerships is not merely a matter of economic expediency, it represents a calculated strategic move with far-reaching consequences. By engaging with new markets, Canada aims to secure its energy future and enhance its geopolitical influence. The United States, once the undisputed giant of the North American energy market, is facing its own set of challenges, including aging infrastructure and a growing desire for energy independence. These factors are prompting Canada to rethink its reliance on its southern neighbor. This has created an opportunity for Canada to explore alternative markets and secure its energy future. By diversifying its energy exports, Canada is positioning itself as a key player in the global energy market, ready to meet the demands of a changing world. Canada's pivot away from the U.S. oil market is a gradual but deliberate process, driven by a confluence of factors. Historically, the U.S. has been the primary destination for Canadian oil exports, thanks to the extensive pipeline network and the sheer scale of American consumption. However, the dynamics of the global oil market are shifting, and Canada is adapting to these changes. The U.S., while still a significant consumer of Canadian oil, has been steadily reducing its reliance on foreign imports. This shift is partly due to advancements in technology and changes in policy that have encouraged domestic production. The U.S. has been able to tap into its own vast reserves, reducing the need to import oil from Canada and other countries. The shale oil revolution in the U.S. has unlocked vast domestic reserves, lessening its dependence on Canadian crude. Hydraulic fracturing or fracking has been a game-changer, allowing the U.S. to access oil and gas deposits that were previously uneconomical to extract. This has not only transformed the U.S. into a leading oil producer, but also reshaped global energy markets. This has led Canada to seek out new and expanding markets for its oil, with the EU and Asia emerging as prime candidates. Diversifying its export destinations is crucial for Canada to ensure the stability and growth of its oil industry. By tapping into these new markets, Canada can mitigate the risks associated with over-reliance on a single trading partner. The EU, with its high energy demands and limited domestic resources, is an attractive market for Canadian oil. European countries are constantly seeking reliable and stable sources of energy to power their economies. Canada's reputation for being a dependable supplier makes it a favorable option for the EU. The EU's commitment to reducing its carbon footprint has led to increased demand for cleaner sources of oil, a niche that Canada, with its stringent environmental regulations, is well positioned to fill. Canada's oil industry has made significant strides in improving its environmental performance, making it a more attractive supplier for environmentally conscious markets. Similarly, Asia's burgeoning economies and insatiable thirst for energy make it a region of immense potential for Canadian oil exports. Countries like China and India are experiencing rapid industrialization and urbanization, driving up their energy needs. By establishing strong trade relationships with these nations, Canada can secure a significant share of the growing Asian market. Central to Canada's ability to access these new markets is the Trans Mountain Pipeline Expansion, or TMX project. This project is a monumental effort aimed at enhancing the country's oil export capabilities and ensuring a stable economic future. This ambitious undertaking, completed in May 2024, significantly increases Canada's oil export capacity to the Pacific coast. The expansion project involved the construction of new pipelines, upgrading existing infrastructure, and implementing state-of-the-art technology to ensure efficiency and safety. The pipeline expansion allows Canada to more than double its oil exports to Asia, opening up vast new markets in China, Japan, and South Korea. These countries, with their rapidly growing economies and increasing energy needs, represent a significant opportunity for Canadian oil producers. The TMX project is more than just an engineering marvel. It represents a strategic asset that strengthens Canada's position in the global energy market. The advanced infrastructure ensures that the pipeline operates at peak efficiency, minimizing environmental impact and maximizing economic benefits. By providing a direct conduit for Canadian oil to reach Asian markets, the pipeline reduces Canada's reliance on U.S. pipelines and strengthens its negotiating power. This newfound independence allows Canada to negotiate better terms and prices for its oil exports, benefiting the national economy. The increased export capacity afforded by TMX allows Canada to capitalize on the growing energy demands of Asian economies and secure its place as a key player in the global energy supply chain. This strategic move not only boosts Canada's economic prospects, but also fosters stronger international trade relationships, ensuring a prosperous future for the nation. The U.S.'s recent trade policies, particularly its imposition of tariffs on Canadian and Mexican oil, have further accelerated Canada's diversification strategy. These tariffs, implemented as part of a broader protectionist agenda, have created an environment of uncertainty and strained trade relations between the two countries. The tariffs have made Canadian oil less competitive in the U.S. market, prompting Canadian producers to seek out more favorable trading terms elsewhere. This has further strengthened Canada's resolve to forge stronger energy partnerships with the EU and Asia, where it enjoys more predictable and mutually beneficial trading relationships. Canada's emergence as a major oil supplier to the European Union is particularly significant in light of the ongoing geopolitical instability in Eastern Europe. The European Union, heavily reliant on Russian energy imports, has been actively seeking to diversify its energy sources and reduce its dependence on a single supplier. Canada, with its stable political climate, reliable energy infrastructure, and commitment to environmental responsibility, is viewed as a reliable and desirable energy partner by the European Union. The influx of Canadian oil provides the European Union with a much-needed energy lifeline, reducing its vulnerability to supply disruptions and price volatility. A rising sun, Canada's energy partnership with Asia. Across the Pacific, Canada's energy exports are being met with open arms by rapidly growing Asian economies. China, in particular, with its insatiable appetite for energy to fuel its economic engine, has emerged as a major destination for Canadian oil. The TMX pipeline has been instrumental in facilitating this burgeoning energy partnership, providing a cost-effective and efficient means of transporting Canadian oil to Asian markets. The partnership between Canada and Asia is mutually beneficial, providing Canada with access to a vast and growing market for its oil, while offering Asian countries a stable and reliable source of energy to support their economic growth. Global ripples shifting sands of the energy market. Canada's decision to diversify its oil exports has sent ripples through the global energy market. The increased flow of Canadian oil to the EU and Asia is reshaping traditional trade routes and altering the global balance of energy supply and demand. This shift has profound implications for global energy prices, as Canada's entry into new markets increases competition and potentially moderates price volatility. The emergence of Canada as a major oil exporter on the global stage is a testament to its strategic foresight and its ability to adapt to changing market dynamics. The Canadian advantage: quality and reliability. Canada's appeal as an energy partner extends beyond its geographic proximity and abundant resources. Canada has earned a reputation as a reliable and responsible energy producer, adhering to stringent environmental regulations and upholding high ethical standards. Canadian oil is also highly sought after for its quality, as it is generally lighter and sweeter than many other crude varieties, making it easier and less expensive to refine. This combination of quality, reliability, and ethical production practices has solidified Canada's position as a preferred energy supplier in the global market. Looking ahead, a new energy landscape. Canada's bold move to diversify its oil trade away from the US and towards the EU and Asia is a defining moment in its energy history. This strategic shift, driven by a combination of economic and geopolitical factors, has positioned Canada as a key player in the global energy market. As the world transitions towards a more sustainable energy future, Canada, with its commitment to responsible resource development and its focus on innovation, is well-positioned to navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. The partnerships Canada is forging today will shape the global energy landscape for decades to come.